Kadesh Urchat Karpas Yachat Magid Rachza Motzi Matzah Maror Korech Shulchan Orech Tzafun Barech Hallel-Nirtzah. To speak about Hallel-Nirtzah is, in some sense, not something that's possible. Because Hallel-Nirtzah on Seder night is a state we need to arrive at. It's the state in which the darkness of night is shining like the brightness of day. Hallel is a prayer that's a daytime prayer. It's a morning prayer of celebration and praise. But on Seder night, we sing it at night. There are those who have the custom to even say Hallel in the evening prayers before we come home for Seder. And then we start saying part of the Hallel early on in the Magid when we're telling the story and we reach just a point of having to sing praises of God. And we complete the Hallel here as we begin the final stage of the Seder, singing to God like we're here in the light of day, in the brightness of morning, singing a song here in the darkness of night that carries the tune of the daytime. And then Nirtzah. Nirtzah comes from the word Ritsui, which means desire, wanting, acceptance. In the temple, when an offering was brought, there was Ritsui afterwards. There was knowing that your offering was accepted. The offering being consumed on God's altar and knowing, yes, your devotion is wanted. You and your offering are desired. At the end of this night, at the end of our offering of this night, we sing the songs of Nirtzah. We sing the songs of knowing that we've been accepted, that we're desired, that this offering at God's table is embraced. These are the things that we're engaged in as the Seder reaches its close. And really it's the culmination of the whole night, which is about a night that's transformed into day, about a darkness that shines brightly with light. The Exodus itself, when we actually left Egypt, when did it take place? It took place in the middle of the night, the final plague. Vayi b'chatzi halayla. And from that moment, we realized that our entire Exodus experience was one long night that could be transformed into redemption. That in the deepest depths of darkness and suffering and pain, the possibility of redemption, the possibility of hope, of healing, of salvation, of life is not vanquished, is not taken away. In God's world, darkness and light can coexist equally and not exclude the other. Towards the end of this night, we sing a song, Vayihi b'chatzi halayla. We sing of all the salvations that took place in the middle of the night, in the depth of darkness, and we end Karev Yom Asher Hu Lo Yom V'Lo Layla. Bring close the day which is neither day nor night, evoking the words of the prophet that there will be the day that is not a day of night and day, a day of split identities, of split realities, of darkness outweighing light and light then countering darkness, but it will be a Yom Echad LaHashem. It will be a day where we experience the wholeness of all the moments as taking place within the divine moment. That the darkness of night will shine to us like the brightness of day. This is what we are beginning to taste at the end of the Seder. This is the state that we may arrive at by going through all of these stages till we can release into the song of acceptance, to that full Ritzui of realization of I am embraced by God on this night. And from this place, let's sing to a world in darkness. Let's sing a song of a powerful light. Let's sing through our darkness and from our darkness, and in that song to carry the light of possibility, the light of hope that we may taste on this night, the light of care that we may carry in our hearts today and every day, the light of preciousness of knowing that being alive itself is being redeemed, that to be alive is to be saved, to be part of this world, to care about this world, is to be walking on the path that God has shown us from the times of Egypt, where God said, I care about you enough to descend into your darkness and walk with you through that dark door into the unknown, towards something greater. Did it look like something greater and brighter and lighter at every step along the way? No, it really didn't. It looked terrifying at most of the steps along the way. You remember how many times the children of Israel said, we want to go back to Egypt. It was easier. It was better. What did you take us out here to do? And yet, the Exodus is showing us that to walk with God and to be with God, even in darkness, is a greater light, because it carries within it the possibility to be reborn with every step, to move out of what you've known until now, out of the strictures and constraints that is placed on you, and to move in to the unknown, which in its being unknown is already more open to something greater, to something redemptive, to something changing. We might not see the other end of this process at the end of a single night, but we can sing a song that embodies the knowing, the hopefulness, the place where we know our world can arrive. So I don't know how we're going to get there from here, but I do know one thing. I'm looking forward to hearing your song in the middle of the night, all the way over here, and hopefully you'll hear mine, and hopefully we'll all hear a great song together by the end of this night and be able to rejoice in a day of redemption, in a moment of salvation, in a ritzui, in a knowing, an acceptance, and desire for this life together. Chag Sameach.